If you're working with a landscape architectural office, they may well be using a landscape design tool called VectorWorks, and you might be tempted to work with them and take VectorWorks files and bring them into the gCADPlus environment. It can be done via a drawing exchange file, but the two products work very, very differently. And here's an example. The conversion appears on the surface to have gone well, but this particular symbol, for the sake of argument, is for the mile, acacia pendula, and all of the information that you see here is stored in the VectorWorks database. We prefer, as you know, to store that same information with our plant database application, and we just take references to symbols and put them into our SPPDB, and then we can draw this sort of information that you see on the left. The transfer did not work well. There were lots and lots of fills. This symbol came across so that it showed almost dark black. This, for the sake of argument, this symbol here, which is the native pigface Carpobrotus, you can see all the information that is stored. So it's potentially a massively complex drawing from our point of view, and not very many symbols and wherever translate perfectly well. These are attributes, and as you can see, gCADPlus can read attributes and display them as it's doing here, but in our hands we found attributes, storage of information in attributes, to not be as rock steady as we would like them. The other thing is that if I zoom out a little, maybe I will see VectorWorks stores, instead of just drawing a polyline through an area and fill it as we are used to doing, it creates a completely separate layer and puts it in a different place in the drawing. So actually that says layer none, which is a little bit odd to me. Maybe there is a layer none. Yes, there is. So we could turn that one off, and I presume that none layer, that probably is generated in the translation. But from my point of view, the advice I would give you is create these drawings from scratch in gCADPlus. Well, by way of illustration, here's a fairly similar sort of drawing done in gCADPlus, a range of board, walk up to an entrance, and so on. So creating that type of drawing that you just saw is entirely possible using gCADPlus.